Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Hawthorne House. You are today's guest of honor, and we are going to be taking a look at what is coming through the April portal for you. April both begins and ends with a new moon, and I felt that was very significant, so I wanted to do a reading for everyone on what was coming through that portal because it feels like a door is opening and some sort of opportunity or change or shift is coming through it. And I wanted to see if I could narrow down what you guys should expect for that change, or at least give you some ideas. I'm doing yours a little bit differently today. I was going through the cards trying to decide what cards to use for you, and I had been doing two tarot decks and then an oracle deck and one for final messages. And this time it didn't, every deck I picked up just didn't feel like your vibe. I was getting this very deep, dark, heavy energy for you, Scorpio. I don't know if that's just based on what you've been going through, but it felt like that really resonated in the cards. So what I ended up doing was I picked two oracle decks here. This one, I'm going to shuffle while we talk a bit. This one is the Flowers of the Night Oracle, I believe. And then I've got the Dark Mirror Oracle. Ooh, a little bit of static, a little bit of feedback. Sorry about that. The Dark Mirror Oracle here. And then for the tarot, I have my Deviant Moon Tarot. You guys are really close to the full moon your reading is today. I'm going to have a couple tomorrow too that will also be on the day of the full moon. A very significant day here at Hawthorne House. We always celebrate the full and new moons. Especially when they land this close to big world celebrations. I know Easter Sunday is the Sunday. I don't celebrate Easter, but May 1st is also really on the way here, and it's got that very spring energy. So we are going to have a look at what's coming through the portal for you. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to draw from this Dark Mirror Tarot, because the reason I picked this oh look, it's right here again. The reason I picked this Dark Mirror Tarot is because when I was thinking about cards, this card flashed in my mind, this today for tomorrow card. And for some reason, even though I feel like most people would get really Gemini energy from that, it came to mind while I was thinking of Scorpio, and I was like, okay. And then when I split the deck earlier, to see if it was your deck today, that's the card that came out, and I was like, well, that seems significant, so I decided to use this. And then we will move on to some tarot clarifiers, I think, on what's coming through your portal for you. And then I want to pull an oracle or two out of this deck for you, and a final message. Gosh, these cards here are almost a little too big for me to shuffle normal. I might use my Lenormand deck, the Under the Roses Lenormand deck that I have been using the last couple of readings, because I really like the way that the messages come out for it. They always seem to wrap up her reading really nice, at least so far. And they feel, what's the word, very accurate? I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so we're going to set the tarot and this oracle deck aside, and we're going to do this oracle deck first. And I am Black Flower Fragrance is at the bottom here, 16. I am going to read what this is in the book, but this, I held it up at 4:44, by the way, in case you're wondering. It won't be that on the timing, but it was what I saw when I glanced over. This black flower energy very much is reminiscent of kind of what I was feeling for you. I don't know why. It feels like you guys have just been on a really dark place lately. Really absorbed emotionally, which I know Scorpios can be, but like everybody thinks Scorpios are like, I don't know. I always think people make Scorpio out to be the bitch of the zodiac sign, and I just don't feel that. I mean, I feel like you guys can be a little, like you put on a front to protect yourself. You act tough, but you're like really, really sensitive, which makes sense for a water sign and a Scorpio being Scorpion, you know? Alright, so we're going to ask, what is coming through the portal for Scorpio? What is coming through the new moon portal for Scorpio? April portal. Scorpio. Oh. What is coming through portal for Scorpio? What is coming through portal for Scorpio? Interesting. I don't usually have this much trouble with this deck. Usually cards come flying out. Scorpio. What is coming through the portal for Scorpio? I think it's going to be that flipped card. What are you? Interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the card that flipped over is Envious Gluttony. Number 9. 9 might be a significant number for you. On the bottom of the deck is that Today for Tomorrow card, which now I'm definitely going to have to read. Like, I wasn't initially going to read this card. I just thought that since it came to mind, that must be a signifier. And then under here we've got Blinded to Pain, also 13, and I want to show that just because. Blinded to Pain. And Alone in the World. And then Forgetting Oneself. Wow, yeah. And then Is This Me? It sounds like you guys are... And that is where the upside down cards lie. Or stopped. The reversal came up, so it stopped. Whew, I don't know. You guys... Oh, you're in such a dark, like, energy right now. It feels... really like you're trying, it literally feels like you're trying to find yourself. This Envious Gluttony, I want to read it. And I'm going to read the twin card too, but this is like, this is the card of, in the deck, I feel like, it's like the card of sickness. It's the card of wasting away, of almost being devoured by yourself, it feels like. Or, yeah, I don't know, it just feels like you can't get out of this feeling of lack. You're really looking for something. Alright, let's read this. 3, 7, 9. Envious Gluttony. Going to the edge of the ravine, savoring the idea of letting go of all restraint. There's a sentence here that goes with it. It says, there's hunger sleeping just under the surface like an animal lurking. This card is not just dark, it's unpleasant, sickly, disgusting. The difference in how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed to in front of writhing bugs. It's not an existential darkness that we can paint of romance, drama, and subtle anguish. It's the raw, primal reeking of rotting stench. It feels like there is darkness, and in that black landscape there is a hole, leading to an even greater darkness, and that is calling. The urge to press down. I'm getting Lapel du Vide. Is that right? The desire to jump, the desire to leap. That you, I don't know. You'd have to look it up. because it's sensitive subject matter. But it's when you're on a top, you know, you're on top of a tall building and you're looking down and you get that urge to like jump. It's just that adrenaline rush, that sudden. I don't know why that came up, or if it's like you want to leap into something. Which is why this card, leap into tomorrow, maybe. You're really stuck. You feel really lost. Lost is the only thing I can describe this as. Okay. Sorry about that. It came to mind and I needed to say it. And that is calling. The urge to press down every time, played with, toyed with, treated like something that doesn't belong here. It's like rolling in the mud, bringing out the twisted, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself. Wow. The key is that we don't want to recognize the depth of the envy and anger. We casted it out of ourselves, and now it's truly a parasitic monster, impossible to accept as something that came out of ourselves. What if we bring light to the pitch dark well? What if the scary monster is just a scrawny, starving feeling? What if it's just a little thing, dark as tar indeed, but to be sorry of, not to be feared? So this is like, suppressing that dark feeling. Like, you are not letting anyone see. You're not letting anyone, and that's what I mentioned about Scorpio earlier. It's, you don't want anyone to see your weakness. Especially right now, something's going on that you just cannot, you're having trouble processing it, or you're waiting for the right time to reveal your true feelings, maybe. I want to look at the 32 on this too, the today for tomorrow. I'm really getting that feeling that you've suppressed this urge to do something or to say something, blinded by pain. It feels like almost out of spite. So if this is the energy you're in right now, you want to leave, then this, for today, for tomorrow, I feel like might be what's coming through the portal, maybe. It says, hope. Hope is in the present. It's the brick we use to build the future on. The sentence is, I want it some, I want it later, gently. Okay, it says, it may seem like a trade-off to sacrifice the present in order to secure a better future. That's what ants do. Or to sacrifice the future to enjoy a better present. Cicadas do this. Either choice holds a bitter taste. It's like watching a child play. Shouldn't she study? And if she were studying, wouldn't she regret not playing more? You meet a person you're attracted to. Do you go past and let it stay in the fantasy? Or do you make a move and follow it through to the ephemeral ending? The endless choice between regret and remorse. What if, for once, we turn our back to the dark? We do the unexpected and we shred it like a used dress. We can walk by the sea and no one is around, and we skinny dip out of our worries. The present and future are one single integrated connection. There is no choice because the road is only one. What we are today and what we are tomorrow may be different, but it is still the same person. I want to clarify these. I want to get some tarot now, because I feel like, let's see, it's on the bottom of the deck. The Hanged Man. You need a new perspective. The Hanged Man. Yeah, it definitely feels like you're almost desperate for a new perspective, a new way of looking at things. Like, you've tried everything in your current situation, and you need a new outlook. from this dark. I feel like you put on a brave face, Scorpio. Like you smile a lot, you laugh a lot, you life of the party kind of energy. Like you are having a great time, but it's just you're either so fed up with the act of everything's okay. All right. What is coming through the April portal? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to keep this. I don't usually read reversals, right? I'm going to keep this out. I'm going to keep all of these out. I don't usually read reversals, but I am going to make note. This deck might be in reverse right now, though. So, alright, what is coming through the portal for Scorpio? April portal for Scorpio. What is coming through the portal for Scorpio? What is coming through the portal for our Scorpios? These are too many. But we've got the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Sun, and the Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles. Well, I guess they're not too many. We're just going to keep all of these because that seems like a very... and then the King of Cups at the bottom here. So I'm almost going to put this here, like this, right? Sorry. Alright. So, and then let me move this out of your way here. Oh, sorry, I knocked the camera a bit. King of Cups at the bottom here. It's like emotional knowing. It's like the underlying emotion here is I felt it all. Alright. So this over here, what's coming through the portal? I feel like this is your current energy and this is what's coming. Because this feels like this aligns with this. It's like you are tired of what you have. It's not enough anymore. Maybe it's emotional fulfillment in a relationship. It's just, maybe there's a lot of fighting, or you feel like almost, I want to move these here almost. Like, there's a lot of challenge with this Five of Wands energy. It's a lot of fighting, maybe in a relationship or just the people around you. It could be family. I feel like you feel bound up by this situation with your family. Sorry about the static. I'll have to get... with this Ten of Swords, it feels like you feel trapped. Like... And you feel like... trapped and nothing you do is good enough. I mean, you're not allowed to, like, show that you feel this way. It feels like... you can't say it out loud. You have to keep it all contained in this little box. So that nobody, so you don't upset the delicate balance of what's around you. And already that balance is like a mess, you know. Then we have here the Six of Swords. I hope that's not too loud. Six of Swords here. Sorry about the glare. Sorry, the camera static got really loud. If my voice sounds a little scratchy, it's because I'm recovering from a cold still. So this Six of Swords, though, is definitely the energy of moving on, looking towards the future, rather than staying in this energy of lack and dissatisfaction. So out comes the Queen of Swords, right? been through a lot, suffered a lot, and is finally fed up with that suffering. I feel like you are over this infighting, this argument. It's time to maybe lay down your swords. You've had enough fighting. To dance, to be in the sun, to feel like you are doing something you love, I feel like. The Nine of Pentacles here, it always gives me very wish fulfillment energy, like you can have it all. And that coupled with the Empress feels like it feels like you're taking charge now. You're no more nonsense, no more of this not getting enough. And this feels like you're throwing away what little you have and moving forward in the hopes that what's in the future, it feels like you're sacrificing the present for a better future. And I feel like in this, the card itself made it seem like maybe don't make the choice at all, but I disagree. I feel like that's exactly what you're doing, or that is exactly what the best choice is. And I feel like that shift, even if it's only a shift in mindset of I will do whatever it takes now, I will take that leap into the dark, just to have a chance at this. And I feel like with the Sun, the Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles coming through here with the Queen of Swords, that chance, that risk that you take in moving away from something, in letting this go, is going to bring you just the most amazing joy and fulfillment and a wish being granted. I feel like that wish, that maybe independence, maybe a partner. The Sun has a feeling of partnership in these cards. But it feels very much like you fought your battles, right? And you're ready to retire, or you're ready to relax. You're ready to feel like you're allowed to just rest and reap the benefits of all that you have dealt with. And I really feel like it feels like the Sun is coming through that portal for you. It feels like because like you can see the progression of these cards here, right? They're really dark and gloomy and gray. And then as it, like, even with this gold in you, it feels very, the swords are so distracting in that energy. But then you kind of come out into this sun and reds and purples and golds, right? It's like luxury and the finer things in life. That's definitely the energy I'm getting through the portal. It almost feels like the finer things in life are what is coming through that portal. It's... Alright, let's pull one of these. What is coming through the portal for our Scorpios? What is coming through the portal? Here, yeah. I got two. The cards that came out are Devotion, the Royal Lily. You are a Queen, Scorpio, or King. And then Pleasure, Belle de Nuit. devotion and pleasure. This could definitely be a relationship. But it could also be your family dynamic. I feel like if there was a lot of fighting in a relationship, a lot of challenges that you've had to almost keep quiet about, it feels like nobody really knows how difficult what you've been going through has been. Because you've been keeping it to yourself. You've been keeping it under wraps. But I feel like with this, you're almost done keeping quiet. You're going to speak up for yourself, Queen of Swords. And in doing that, someone or something is going to come through and offer you what you need. Or what you really want. It feels like once someone knows, and I keep coming back to a someone, so this really could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, but I feel like once someone knows what you're going through, like if you open up, then the solution to your problem, to this energy, is going to come through that portal. In the form of a gift, or a helping hand, or a new romantic partner to help you get over the heartbreak and just like you're ready to put these swords down. You're ready to pull these swords out of you and heal and move on. I'm going to read the devotion card. 44, devotion. The Royal Lily. It's on page 44. I'm going to make note of that because it's interesting. All right. Your commitment to something will result in achievement and reward. See, what did I tell you? Completion is within reach and happiness is indicated, so there could be a cause for celebration. Acknowledgement is forthcoming for the part you may have undertaken in a community endeavor or in a relationship. This acknowledgement should lead to fulfillment of plans and dreams. Some will find their perfect match, soulmate, or friend, which makes life seem very rewarding and much fuller. A promise will be honored, and this will bring about a change in current circumstances. Cycles are coming to their end, and new ones are ready to begin. Dreams are becoming much more attainable, as are all present energies. The challenges for this are broken promises and people not having an understanding of another's focus and source of happiness. Your affirmation is, I will stay true to my commitments. The key words are devotion, completion, fulfillment, optimism, achievement, and then broken promises. But I'm not getting anything negative from this devotion card. I definitely feel like it's finding someone who's going to hold out their hand to you. Someone is going to hold out their hand to you and either offer a gift or offer themselves, offer their loyalty, offer their care. All right, and then pleasure seems pretty self-explanatory. It's on page 70. But it's also that feeling of enjoying the little things in life. All right. And getting all that you desire with this 9 of Pentacles card. And okay, and it starts, your desires could be and should be fulfilled. Temptations will also be just that, little sweeter and easier to attain. Don't forget to have fun. Do what pleases you and not just everyone else. See? Take care of yourself. Stick up for yourself. Speak for yourself. Pamper yourself. Wear your best outfit just because. Sing, dance, whatever it is that gives you pleasure. You really need to enjoy yourself. It is time to find your deepest positive feelings and tap into what you may be missing because you've neglected your own emotional needs. See? You really, stamp down those emotions. An unexpected gift may come your way soon, and it will hold more meaning than it first appears to. Okay. See? A gift. is going to be offered to you. That's what's coming through the portal. This gift is your way out of this energy. Now is the time to indulge, but be prepared for the consequences if you cross the line in overdoing it. Jealousy is also indicated by this flower, so added care and protection may be required. Your affirmation is you have the choice to enjoy. The keywords are pleasure, captivation, desire, enjoyment, intoxication, and jealousy. So, Scorpio, I think I'm actually going to leave this here because I feel like what is coming through this portal for you will lead to emotional fulfillment and fulfillment in general. But this gift, if it seems like it's not that big a deal or it's like a small thing that you're not all that impressed with it first, like look deeper. Because whatever this gift is that's coming through the portal, it might seem small at first, but I think it's going to set off a chain reaction that's going to lead you right into this Empress Sun energy here with this fulfillment of your desires. Okay. Wow, I'm glad it ended on a really nice note because it seems so stressful to start with. All right, Scorpio, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and that it gives you a little bit of guidance. And I will talk to you again soon.